here it is. There's a bit of tidying up still left to do, but it's all fully working and it's heating the water now. So what you can see is the 1, 2, 3 solar thermal panels there and the solar PV that drives the pump. So basically the cooler water comes in here, goes through these panels in series and gets heated up. Then it comes out this way through this pipe here and comes into all this here. So this will be the pipes will be insulated and this will all be covered in cladding eventually. So the hot pipe comes in here, goes past a auto bleeder that gets the air out of the system when you're filling the heating loop. This heating loop, the water in here is separate from the hot tub water. I'll explain why that is in a little bit. Yeah, so the hot water comes through, goes up here, and it transitions to copper. So I've got a long piece of copper pipe that goes into the hot tub, and then there's a coil inside to release the heat, and then the cooler water, cool side, comes back out here. Then this little line just goes to my little homemade pressure vessel. So this allows for thermal expansion in the system when it gets hot. So the level of the water will just go up and down and maintain a constant pressure rather than having pipes burst and whatnot. So this then comes down this way, down to the little 12-volt pump, which you can hear running now. And then that's pumping back out through around here. That's just a little filling valve so I can fill the heating loop. And then that just goes back out over to the solar thermal panels again. Okay, so just head up the ladder to the top now. I've got a little bit of decking here. All of this is going to be, this needs to be finished off, obviously. It's going to be decking covering all of that as well. So what you can see here is the copper pipe where the hot water comes in from the solar panels, solar thermal panels, and then comes back out cooler. And just down there, I think you can just see it, is the actual coil there. And here we've got a ball valve, which fills the hot tub with spring water. So this pipe here comes from a spring in my field, so that's all just spring water in this hot tub. And then this line is a little siphon that comes out, and I'll show you this later. That feeds a outdoor shower I've got. There's the lid, so that just folds back over and closes on top of this. That lid has got 130mm thick insulation in it, and so is the walls all round and the floor, so that's what really keeps it warm. So the solar panel just plugs straight into the pump at the back, so there's no control system here at all. Basically, if it's sunny, solar power's live and it's pumping, and if it's not sunny, it's not pumping. So it's as simple as that, and it does seem to be working quite well. You just need to tune it a bit. So you need the pump to start before these get really hot, and you need it to run out of power once it gets cloudy. So it's a bit of a balancing act. It's just how much of this solar panel I was covering with tape here, but I think I found the sweet spot now, so that seems to be working. Okay, so I mentioned that the panels, the pump and that coil, that's all a separate heating loop. It just goes round and round. So the reason for that is that allows me to dose glycol or some antifreeze and corrosion inhibitor into this heating loop. So when it gets to winter and it gets to freezing, I don't have to worry about the panels getting burst by ice expansion or anything like that. So I decided to do it that way rather than just pumping the hot tub water itself around this loop. I'm also a little bit concerned if you did it that way around, you might get quite a lot of deposition or scaling inside these because you're giving it fresh new water all the time. And if it's a closed loop, you're just getting the same water going round and round, which limits the scaling potential. But that's why I've done it that way. Okay, so good question would be, how quickly does this warm up? Actually, it's not bad. So I've had this I've had 5 sunny days in a row now. And the water I was filling this with comes out about 10 degrees Celsius. So let me show you the temperature sensor now. Just down here. So we're at 32 degrees, and that goes up about 5 degrees every every good sunny day, so it warms up pretty quickly. I'm going to stick another panel on the end there, and then the copper coil is actually quite small inside, so the return water coming out is actually still quite warm, so that's not very efficient. So I'm going to put a bigger coil in there, and I expect it to warm up quite a bit quicker, maybe even twice as fast if I can get all that sorted, and all the pipes insulated properly as well. So yeah, it's quite effective. That's heating just under 3 tons of water at the moment in there. Okay, and finally, if we follow this outlet pipe, that goes off into the fields, and then if we come through this way, right through to here, that pipe pops back in and goes to this little tap, and then we have a hot water shower completely free with solar heating. So there we go, that's the full system. If you've got any questions, just leave some comments below and I'm happy to answer them. Okay, thanks everyone, goodbye.